Hello, my name is Wanda Adorno. I'm the Family Consumer Science Agent for the Central District. Today, we share a little bit about changing your proteins. Changing your protein is actually one of the most impactful dietary changes you could do. So the Mediterranean diet recommends that we consume at least 2 to 3 times, include fish or seafood. So think about this, more fish and more plant foods. So substituting high saturated fat meats like pork, ham to fish is one of the healthiest things you could do for your body. So today we're gonna be making oysters in an air fryer. If you have never used an air fryer, I think this is an excellent tool to have that could help you put meals at home that are healthy in minutes. So the air fryer is a great tool to have at home. And like I mentioned, it circulates the air and it cooks the food at a high temperature, giving it that crisp that most of us likes in fried food or fried fish. So this is a healthy way for cooking your fish that the Mediterranean diet recommends 2 to 3 times a week. So today we're gonna make the oysters and you're gonna see that crisp. So if you're not sure how to incorporate more fish and more plants into your diet, think about it as planning for the week. Maybe on Monday you could have Mahi Monday, maybe on Tuesday you could have Tilapia Tuesday, maybe on Thursday you could have tuna burgers, tuna Thursday, and maybe you could have one day in the week that you could have a black bean burger. So for this recipe, you're gonna need 1 pound of oyster. You're going to need a half a cup of all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper, 1 large egg, and 1.5 cup of breadcrumbs. For the side, you could make a salad or you could bake some vegetables, whatever side dish that you like that includes a vegetable. And the recipe calls out for a lettuce, so you could do romaine lettuce, iceberg lettuce, whatever you like with your favorite dressing. So you're gonna go ahead and take the oyster and you're gonna mix the flour, the salt, and the pepper. You're gonna mix it together and go ahead and just dip the oyster, turn it around and give it a nice smear in there. Then you bring it to the egg, do the same, flip it around. And then you go ahead and do the same and you dip it on the breadcrumb. Flip it around, make sure that it has a nice coating. And you repeat the same with the rest of the oysters. So at home, when you're gonna bake in the oven, you preheat the oven. The same thing with the air fryer. We need to preheat the air fryer before we're gonna cook anything in the air fryer. So the recipe calls that we preheat the air fryer for 380 degrees Fahrenheit. So we're gonna preheat it for about 2 to 3 minutes. So the air fryer have reached the temperature for 2 minutes. So we're gonna go ahead and add the oysters. So the recipe calls for 4 minutes, and then we're gonna come and flip them and cook them for another 4 minutes. Air fryers have these little silicone gadgets that you could buy if you don't wanna clean the aftermath afterwards, make it a little easier for you. You could purchase one of those and it makes the cleaning part a little faster. So we are going to change the time to 4 minutes. So the 4 minutes are up, so we're gonna go ahead and flip them around. Depending on the air fryer that you have, you might be able to do the whole 8 minutes and the air fryer will tell you when it's time to turn it around. So let's flip it. Also make sure that you rinse, you wash with hot soapy water your tongue before you're gonna touch it again. Okay, so our time is up. This is about 8 minutes. We're gonna go ahead and check the temperature. So sometimes when you have a very thin piece of meat, it's hard to just insert the thermometer. So you're gonna go ahead and take just a couple of pieces and insert the thermometer in between. I'm gonna press down and we're gonna check. And we are looking for 145. All right, so our oysters have reached the 145 Fahrenheit degrees that was recommended. And they look nice and crispy. And like the recipe calls for, you could add your favorite vegetables or you could add a nice salad with your favorite dressing and enjoy your oysters in an air fryer.